Studio 104 weekly update, otherwise known as Studio 104 Live. Weekly update is back on the air for another Wednesday afternoon, coming there live to you. Excuse me, out of the Pacific Northwest to wherever you guys are watching today. Appreciate for tuning in. Thanks for stepping up and seeing what's going on in the world of 104 magazine and the Studio 104 Live weekly update. Lots of cool stuff going on this summer. Obviously, truck shows are happening, and uh, Walcott's going on this weekend. In fact, got a little sneak peek thanks to our buddy Chad Violet. Chad, I hope you don't mind me borrowing your work, but I was cruising around and I saw this post and I thought, well, there it is. It's not always sunny and beautiful warm weather out there during the truck show, but don't let that stop you from going. And here's a little quick peek of what they're dealing with over there. Pretty awesome looking clouds, right? Roadworks truck looking outstanding as always. And it sounds pretty windy. All right. Appreciate that, Chad. Hope you don't mind. And definitely, you guys want to check that out. Go over there and check that out for from Chad Violet. He posted that one up there. So a little wet, a little windy, but you know what? Don't let that dampen it, man. Be supportive. Get out there and check out Iowa 80, otherwise known as Walcott, the world's largest truck stop. And that show is going to be going on all weekend. I don't think they're going to stop for any reason. Of course, rain or shine, it's a truck show, right? And if you guys want any more information on that, you can go to Iowa 80 truckstop.com or call them. And if you need that information and you can't remember it because I just told it to you, go to our website, which is looking pretty fabulous already. So not all there yet, but it's getting close. And we have our event page. It is up and it is running. So check it out and tell us what you think. Got a couple of nice things going on over there. Slowly but surely getting everything back together. I mean, when you go to migrate from an old website, and that website of ours has been around a long, long time, there's a lot of information, a lot of data, a lot of files, a lot of photos, a lot of just everything you can think of that needs to come over to the new site, and we're getting that done. Appreciate our webmaster jumping in there and working on it as long and as hard as he has, and of course, Dan Lynn's in the mix as well, taking care of things on his end. Miss Julia, little wave and a hello from upstairs here in the Pacific Northwest studio. Gene, nice to have you on the show. Yeah, those clouds are rolling, man. It was quite a show there, and quite a scene there from up above. Hey, being that the website is not completed and we don't have a complete update on it, I want you guys to go and check this out. I posted this earlier this week, and this is a couple of great photos of our current July 2023 cover trucker, Cody Davis, and his W9 and that cow taxi of his that he's got behind it, looking sharp as ever. And on there, I have a link for you. If you click on the link right there, and let's see if we can get that a little bigger, a little better. That's a little bigger, a little better. Um, if you click on the link, it's going to take you to the digital copy of the current 104 magazine. So we would love to have you go in and drop by and take a look. You'll be able to get all the information, all the stories, all the pictures. Our advertisers, of course, who we love and thank very much for being there every month with us, and check out what's going on in the latest edition of 104. And that's if you haven't picked one up yet at your favorite Chrome shop, or you are a subscriber and get it delivered to you at your home or work or wherever you chose to have it sent. So love to have you jump in there and check that out, and be sure and give Cody some love. He's kind of missing out on a few days here so far this month. This is his month, And this is one way that we can kind of get everybody to go check him out. The cool thing about this digital copy is that it's an exact digital production of the magazine, as if you were holding it in your hands and reading it and looking at it. So it has everything in place just the same as the printed copy of the magazine. So again, that link is on this post that I put up earlier this week. All you have to do is click on it. If you like, there's also a link to our website, and a few more pictures are in here as well. I love this shot right here, man. That thing is looking large and looking shiny. Of course, the truck was shot by the diesel addict herself, Stephanie Haas, and good job again, Stephanie, on always representing well, and congratulations again on another cover for 10-4 magazine. All right, Dennis Mitchell showing up in the house. Yeah, man, good to see Dennis out there and running and doing what he does out there at Aunt Barb's Cafe uh, for a minute supper and then a nap. Yeah, well, you gotta get your rest, brother. You got to get rested and get back out on the road, and you got to make some more money so you can spend some more money making that truck look nice and doing the things that you do out there where you're at. So be safe wherever that's at and where you're at today. Have fun, and we'll see you out there somewhere on the road soon, I am sure. Uh, Things that are going on out there in the world, man, I'll tell you what. As far as current events and things that kind of are of interest around here, we talking to my associates at Rogue Truck Body. We have a lot of conversations about what's happening in the trucking world. It's very important and very key thing to us. We want to know what's happening out there and how things are looking in the current state and the upcoming state. Literally, for 2024, what's going to be happening out there. A lot of changes again coming to the manufacturer side of things. Of course, number one critical concern that everybody has is price increases, and what's that going to mean for everybody? Are they going to be making more money so they can buy the more expensive new truck? Is it even a concern at this point? I'm sure it is for a lot of folks. The cost of a truck at this point, and I don't know a specific number, average, whatever, but I'm going to say, if you're buying a new truck, you're spending $200,000, and then you got to go out and buy a trailer. Now that's if you are an owner op and you're running under your own authority, or you've signed on with somebody. Either way, you're going to make that purchase, and boy, you're strapped to it for a while. So I kind of wonder how a lot of you guys are out there getting by doing that. How many of you have bought new trucks, and how recent in the last 5 years, in the last 2 years? What's going on out there? Are we holding on to what we've got and making that work? If it, like Dennis here, he's got an older truck and he's rebuilt it, make it, keep doing whatever needs to be done to keep it rolling. So there's, and I don't know Dennis's situation. Does he have a payment? Does he not? I mean, the perfect situation is you own your truck outright, and whatever happens, happens. You're still spending money on it, but it's your truck. Even though you're an owner op and you bought a truck, generally it's you and the bank are shared owners until you pay that thing off. And the cost of running that down the road now has certainly gotten expensive, and you better make sure you got a good haul out there that pays well and covers all your costs and makes you some money. Because I always say, and this is the oldest trucking saying that I ever made up, or maybe I heard somewhere, but I thought I made it up. But air freight don't pay. And what I mean by that is if you're empty and there's nothing in the back and you're hauling air, you're not getting paid. So you got to be hauling stuff both ways. And over the years, the guys that run coast to coast, they're running vegetables and beef one way and cheese another way, and different kinds of things like that on those refrigerated loads, and then other commodities out there, and drayage that's out there that people will haul back and forth as well. It just depends on what your thing is. We got some guys over here on the West Coast that they haul a lot of different things: construction materials, steel, machinery, the heavy haul thing has certainly taken off. I mean, it was kind of a not such a glamorous deal. I don't think 10 years ago, where now there's some pretty nice looking rigs out there that guys have put together and are out there running every day that compete in shows all year long. You think about that, and you've got a heavy haul setup that's loading some monster piece of equipment, whether that be a big piece of yellow iron, or it's some kind of a huge industrial cooling unit, or jet engines for that matter. I mean, there's some folks out there that we used to know who were dedicated to that market. All they hauled was jet engines, and they were LTL loads, but they were specialized, one, two, maybe engines or parts and components besides the engine in a load, and off to the races literally they would go, because those trucks were always moving. Um, and there's a lot of different things that are happening out there, and there are very good hauls that pay very good money. Have you found one? Yeah, that's what I kind of wonder. What's it look like out of your window while you're holding on to the wheel, doing what you're doing every day? Just curious. We'd love to have you guys share that kind of stuff with us. The landscape in my world is ever changing, literally, because I work in the construction world. So we're building dump trucks and bottom dumps, and we have built end dumps. And I say we, I'm talking about Rogue Truck Body. Um, the ground's always changing because we're either hauling it out or hauling it in, and paving and doing all the things that the dump trucks and transfers and super tags and everything out there does. And in our world, again, there's a lot of guys out there that are moving forward. They're doing well. They're buying new equipment. Guys are fighting and scrapping to get the trucks that they need. And when I say that, I mean not only just to find them to buy them, but to get them in delivered in some sort of a sense of reasonable time. Um, we're taking orders pretty far into the year at this point right now. In fact, I've even got orders for 2024 already. So that kind of gives you an idea where I think the market probably is for a lot of folks in the industry. And it's certainly not just us, but the other manufacturers that are out there building other kinds of trailers. Everybody's out there doing what they can to stay ahead of it. The biggest hangup that we have is literally not knowing when trucks are going to show up, and it's just the way of the world in 2023. There's still supply chain issues, and there's still shortages of labor and materials. So it's a battle. I mean, I look at our truck manufacturers, Peterbilt, Kenworth being the two main ones that we work with. They do as good a job as they can. I think they're all on single shift, and they're doing the best they can with what they have to operate with, and keep things going. So if you guys are out there and you're looking and talking to dealers, what's it like out there? I'd love to hear about it. Are the trucks out there available for you that you're finding them, or are you getting told, hey, we're done for this year pretty much, and don't have anything. You're going to be ordering. You'll get something in January, February, March of 24 now. And again, on these questions that I'm asking you, if you're watching on the playback after the show posts up after live, please write in the answers. Just address what it is I'm asking, and let us know what it is you have as a response. I'd love to hear about it. The things that are happening in the industry are of a big concern to everybody, and we want to know what it means to you. Is it business as usual, and you just kind of expect this stuff, and that's just the way it is? Or are you first time, and this is very possible, you're a first time truck buyer. There's guys out there that have been rolling for years and never owned their own truck. Now they've decided to get their own authority, or sign on with somebody and get a truck, maybe a lease to own kind of deal. There's a lot of different ways for you guys to get in and get a truck and become an owner. Um, you know, what's it like out there? I would love to hear. Again, we would love to know. 10-4 would love to share your story and be able to kind of mix it in there so that everybody gets an idea of what's going on. We hear about it from different places all the time. We get stuff sent to us all the time. Uh, I'd love to hear the stories that people have and the information, so it kind of gives us an idea. You guys are the feet on the ground. I'd love to hear what you're experiencing. Dennis Mitchell has a response, and it says we aren't seeing many new tractors, but many are getting newer or special iced trailers, multi-axle. Okay, so and I guess that is because yeah, specialized, right? Specialized. Damn autocorrect on Dennis. Specialized trailer. Um, that's going to apply definitely on depending on where you are running. If you can even have a trailer that matters that you've got multi-axle back there, 3-axle, 4-axle trailer. Um, you know, uh, 4, 5, 6-axle tractor. It just depends on where you're running and what you're doing. But um, there's guys that I see every day running up and down my area that are hauling biofuel, and I've always thought, what a great gig, man. I mean, honestly, their trucks are always clean, and up here that's not easy to do, but their trucks are always clean. They're always moving. They're always hauling. They got so many loads a day they do. They're done and they go home. And guys are out there wondering what's biofuel. Biofuel is anything you can throw in a wood gen generator or that type of a generator system that burns some kind of flammable fuel of like wood or pulp or whatever they're bringing in. And I think there's other stuff in there as well that I'm probably leaving out. But yeah, there's a lot of different types of that stuff out there that these guys haul. I've hauled the stuff myself years ago when I was down in California, and you know it 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 was a good gig. Again, clean, easy, low impact on the truck. Kind of a good deal to do, man. I'll tell you. And these guys, the trucks that they run on the ones that are up here, they're multi-axle, 3, 4-axle trailers, and 4-axle, 5-axle trucks. So um, they're hauling probably, I would imagine, 100,000 pounds. And Dennis is saying right now, 8-axle, 160K. Well, that's a lot. That's not anything like around here. But we're hauling more than California does. That's for sure. So that's the good news. Um, and that's California is it's its own unique kind of thing going on down there that a lot of people have to battle just to get through. So I feel for you guys down there running in California, and the things that are going to be coming up that you're going to have to deal with are not going to make it any easier. Dale Bocaleone, good to see you on the show, man. I'm glad to have you in here today, and thanks for tuning in. Um, just kind of talking, just to recap a little bit about what's going on in the industry. What are you guys experiencing? What's it look like out there? From time to time, we've had some guests on the show that have different things that are available to you to help make your life a little better, easier while you're out on the road, whether they be legal services or running better because we got ways to make your machine uh, burn diesel better and get better mileage, any number of things, and you'll see that in the magazine. And again, if you guys haven't been there yet, and you've tried to go to the website and check out what's going on, I did set up something on the 10-4 magazine Facebook page. Just scroll down to this post of this month's featured cover truck of Cody Davis and click on the link right there, and that'll take you to the digital copy of 10-4 magazine. You guys can get in there and get a look at Cody's magazine story and cover feature that's in there this month. Real nice job, really done well. And again, good job to Stephanie Haas getting that one out and making it look good again. So the centerfold here. Hey, look at that guy, right on. I don't know what he's up to. Get over here to the centerfold in case you guys haven't seen him. By the way, we're going to have Cody on soon. Haven't talked to him yet, but we're going to get him, and he'll be on the show. It may even be next week. Uh, there we go. There is this month's centerfold right there. Beautiful shot. I mean, look at the mountains there in the background. Really did a nice capture there, Stephanie. Good job. Of course, wouldn't be possible without that awesome truck of Cody's. So, good job to you, Cody, for getting it done and making it look good. Um, the website will be done hopefully here in the next week or so, and everything back to normal there. Can't wait for you guys to check it out and tell us what you think of that too. Upcoming shows that we're going to be at. The next one for us is going to be, and when I say us, Dan, Shan, myself, possibly our TFK team, which is Roger and Annette, and of course the Godfather pulling our TFK trailer. We're hoping that's going to be coming up to Oregon and up to the Brooks show, and that is on our website as well, if I'm not mistaken. Let's make sure. Where we got Brooks Truck Show, August 25th and 26th, and the website for that is Pacific. Okay, Pacific Northwest Truck Museum. So it's Pacific NW Truck Museum. I was trying to see what the acronym in there meant. .org. Just go to our website and check it out, and you can link over to it and get all the information about it. But the Truck Show over the years has just been amazing, and we can't wait to see that again. And this will be the first time for me to be at that show, and I'm looking forward to it. There's some other shows that are going on too that are pretty much regulars for 10-4 or Team 10-4 at least. Dirty Business, uh, Top Gun, Great Salt Lake, Semi Casual, Pride in Your Ride, Wupon, Laid Back, Brooks, of course. I mean, on and on and on. There's a bunch of show, Busted Knuckle, and National Hot Rod Diesel Association World Finals, of course, coming up in September, and then the big one in September, Guilty by Association Truck Show, otherwise known as GBATS, and that's September 21st, 22nd, and 23rd in Joplin, Missouri. Of course, hosted by the Chrome Shop Mafia boys there and boss man Brian Martin and all the gang at Four State Trucks. Looking forward to being out there for that one. That'll be a all hands on deck for Team 10-4. After that, Mayberry is coming up. Souza Memorial Truck Show will be another one that we'll all be at there in Turlock, California. CG and his family be down there hosting that one again. Dragon pulling in the Pines, of course, and then we'll be finishing up in Dixon, California at the Bobtail Apparel Show again in Dixon. And looking forward to hanging out and having some prime rib and cocktails at Bud's Pub there in downtown Dixon, California. So lots of stuff left to do this year. Lots of stuff going on. The weird feel is that we've already had Trucking for Kids, and there's still all these other shows. Man, I'll tell you, I think Dan and the Brain Trust there were the smart ones to get the Trucking for Kids changed, and in the spring and early weather was good. We were in a spot where the biggest show of the year, or at least one of them, had just taken place, and that, of course, being Matt's. And then we hit him up down there in SoCal, in Irwindale, California, for TFK Trucking for Kids. So looking forward to that. Next year, we already have our dates. We'll announce those shortly and give you guys all the insight on what's going on there, and probably start pumping it up here anytime. You just never know. So in the meantime, guys, I want to say thanks for tuning in today. Going to be back next week, and we'll get more stuff for you. I'm not sure who we're going to have on here, but we're going to get some guests in for next week's show and make it a little interesting and entertaining. We'll see who that is, and once I get that figured out, then I'll let you all know and send out a promo so you guys can check it out and get prepared for that. As always, thanks to our sponsors, everybody at 10-4 Magazine and Studio 10-4 Live for always being there to help back us up and, of course, uh, make it possible for us to do what we do, which we do all of that just for you guys. So if you haven't got your subscription of 10-4 Magazine yet, I would strongly suggest you do it. Not a bad deal, $60. You get one issue per month, 12 issues in the year, and they get sent directly wherever you tell us to send them to you at. They are protected in a clear plastic jacket, and they are as perfect as the day they came off the press there in Southern California. So when you get them from them to yourself, they don't get damaged. They stay in good condition. And of course, temporarily right now, if you want to see the magazine and you haven't been able to for whatever reason, and you've been to the website and you want to check it out, it's real simple. You can go to the website and you can hit the link on the website to go and connect to our digital copy, or you can go over to 10-4 Magazine on our Facebook page and check out the post that I did. You'll see the 3 pictures there of Cody and his truck there coming and going. And up there is a link that has a direct connection over to the digital copy of 10-4 Magazine and what it looks like digitally, but the same as if it were the printed copy. So, all right, y'all. Look, next week we'll be back. You guys take it easy. Have a great weekend. Love to hear what shows y'all are going to. Who's going to Walcott? Of course, that's one of the big ones going on this weekend, and many more still to come. Till next Wednesday, you guys take care. We'll see you soon. Keep the shiny side up there and stay safe.